Hello, I'm Teacher Ivan from Wuna Educational Services. Today we shall be looking at multiplication and division of fractions. Please don't forget to subscribe so that you catch up with our everyday lessons. You also like and follow our Facebook pages, that is Wuna Educational Services. We have Wuna Educational Initiative. We have Teacher Ivan's online classes. Those are all Facebook pages where we post learning lessons, lesson notes. We also post topical revision exercises so that you can keep practicing at your convenient time. Please join us and we make your learning easy. Let's continue with multiplication and division of fractions. With multiplication of fractions, we have very simple rules. For instance, if I have A over B times C over D, the simple rule is we shall multiply the numerators together and also multiply the denominators together. That is to say, we shall have A times C over B times D, which gives us AC over BD. That is how we multiply fractions. E.g., may have 3/4 times a half. We multiply the numerators, that is 3 and 1, so 3 times 1 over 4 times 2, which gives us 3 over 8 as our final answer. Then let us look at division. For division, when we have A over B divided by C over D, we shall change the division to multiplication, but also change the last fraction into its reciprocal. That is to say, we shall have A over B times D over C. The denominator becomes the numerator and the numerator becomes the denominator. That is reciprocal. So the division changes to multiplication and the denominator changes to numerator, numerator changes to denominator. That's how we deal with division of fractions. So after changing division to multiplication, we now bring in the simple rule of multiplication, where the numerators multiply themselves and the denominators also multiply themselves, so that we get AD over BC. That is how we deal with division. E.g., we may have 3 over 5 divided by 3 over 4. 3 over 5 divided by 3 over 4. The division is going to change to multiplication. And similarly, the second fraction will be interchanged to its reciprocal. That is to say, shall have 3 over 5 times 4 over 3. So we multiply 3 times 4 over 5 times 3. We can decide to reduce, but that one only works with the multiplication. For other operations, please don't reduce. So that we remain with 4 over 5 as our final answer. We also have the issue of mixed fractions. How do we do operations on mixed fractions? For mixed fractions, we can only operate them after changing from mixed to improper. That is to say, if we have 1 and 2 over 3 plus 3 and a quarter, before we add, we must change these fractions to improper. That is to say, multiply 1 times 3 plus 2, which is a 5 over 3, plus 3 times 4 plus 1, which is 13 over 4. And from there, we can get the LCM of 3 and 4, which is 12. Divide 12 by 3 to give us 4 times 5, which is 20, plus 12 divided by 4, which is 3, times 13, which is 39, over 12, which will give us 59 over 12. After getting 59, we must change the final answer back to mixed. So that is, we are dividing 59 by 12. We shall look for a number that is a multiple of 12 and it is very near 59. That will be 48. 48 by 12 is 4. Remainder, when you subtract, you get 11. So meaning that is 11 over 12. That will be our final answer. The same applies for subtraction and multiplication together with division. When we are given mixed fractions, we first change them to improper fractions, but always endeavor to change the final answer back to mixed. All right, that has been today's discussion. We meet next time. Please don't forget to share with colleagues, comment so that we get to know your suggestions, and also subscribe so that you catch up with daily lessons. Thank you. See you next time.